7 things I miss about India after living abroad. Also, I'm shooting this video at a time when I'm literally missing my family and India and a lot of things. Also, I'm feeling a bit low today. So that's why I decided to shoot this video very light and in my backyard. And I'm also thinking like maybe I should create a series of making backyard chit chat videos, effortless videos without any script or anything. I don't know. What do you guys think about it? Let me know. So let's get into the video. So, first thing I really miss about India is food. Yes, even though there are so many categories, there's so much of food here in Portugal. I love pastries here, they are the best, but there is something about Indian street food is so amazing. Like, you will never get that food outside, and even if you get it, it's not the same. And there are some Indian restaurants, and I'll tell you the difference. The definition of Indian food is Punjabi food, and you only get Punjabi food here. You won't get a lot of South Indian food, or you won't get chaats, and you won't get pani puri or anything. And talking about pani puri, it's been more than 2 years that I had pani puri. It's not that I don't have option. I can literally go to a restaurant. There is one restaurant, they sell pani puri, and I'm talking about the area where I live, the north of Portugal. But the price is like 40 euros. 4 euros, which is like 400 rupees Indian, more or less. And I am like, I cannot imagine eating pani puri and giving 400 rupees. No, I don't mind not eating pani puri, but I can't overpay. Like, that's a lot of money. Like, for 400 rupees, it's like monthly budget for my pani puri in India. If you're in India and you're planning to move to any other country, just keep in mind that the Indian food you're gonna crave a lot. I think that's the only thing which I miss the most, apart from my family and my friends, of course. But food is not that great. Don't get me wrong, there is like a lot of food options which are really great and which we don't get in India, but there is something about like Indian street food is just amazing. Okay, so the second thing I miss about India is speaking Hindi or partying with my friends on Bollywood songs. There are times when I cannot speak with my parents because they are going through like some renovation. They are a bit busy and I cannot speak with them every day. Sometimes it's been weeks that I speak Hindi and I kind of start missing to speak Hindi. And also, there is also not a lot of culture of like house parties or something. I remember those parties when I am like literally with my friends, and after 2-3 shots, I am literally dancing crazy on the disco. I miss that. I miss that so much. Like, I cannot wait for me to go back to India and reunite, only dance on Bollywood numbers. I just miss that so much. More than speaking in Hindi, I think I miss dancing in Bollywood songs. Third thing I miss the most about India is auto rickshaw. If you don't know driving here, and especially the part of Portugal I live, your life is gonna get so tough. There is not a proper structure of public transportation, and I think that's the thing with a lot of European countries. You'll have to walk a lot if you're in Europe in general. So that I miss. Like, I remember I used to take auto sometimes for 2 kilometers or 3 kilometers also. Now I think about that privilege. Auto, Uber, Ola, everything is so cheap, and I just miss that. I don't go out a lot because I don't want to walk like 3 kilometers. I just miss the convenience of public transportation. The fourth thing I miss the most is street shopping. So before moving to Portugal, I was living in Delhi. And if you're from Delhi or if you have been to Delhi, street shopping there is just crazy good. So I used to go to Sarojini Nagar, and I used to shop a lot for like 50 rupees, 80 rupees, sometimes 10 rupees. I literally have clothes like which cost just 10 rupees. And I kind of miss that. There is no street shopping culture. I mean, there is, but it's not the same. It's not as cheap as, and of course, it's not gonna be as cheap. But if you're born in India and if you come from a lower middle class or middle class family, you just can't imagine buying something which you bought for 10 rupees and now you're going to buy for like 1000 rupees. It just doesn't make sense. There are so many things that I made list that I'm gonna go to India and buy it from there because it's cheap there. And that is so stupid of me to say that or think about it, because that's not how it's gonna be. That's not the reality, and I can't just wait to go to India and buy. And also, you can't get a lot of this stuff because of the baggages. But I miss Sarojini Nagar so much that sometimes I literally dream about it. I think in this video, and this is a totally unscripted video, this video is gonna make me cry. It is so embarrassing, but can you imagine thinking about Sarojini is making me cry? It's gonna make me cry. But to all Sarojini girls, never underestimate the power of Sarojini Nagar. Like, you can literally style yourself in thousand different ways in just 500 rupees. One thing I do is, like, it's so cringe, but I go to YouTube and I check the Sarojini Nagar halls to keep me updated what's going on there, like, what is the collection there, even though I know that I can't go. But and also I want to tell you guys that I, like, most of my clothes, they are from Sarojini. 90% of my clothes which I wear are from Sarojini. This sports bra is also from Sarojini. This skirt is from Sarojini. Everything I have is from Sarojini, and now I'm not getting to shop from there. Is like it's a torture. Fifth thing I miss about India is festival season. I remember there was this season of Ganpati Visarjan. Again, every time I miss, I go to YouTube and I check the videos and I listen to the music and I'm like, okay, that's how I'm gonna trip. But I truly miss, like, Holi is my favorite festival. During the Holi, I start missing India so much. In Europe, maybe you will find some Indian doing the gatherings and doing the celebrating the festival, but I think it's not the same. And also last year, I couldn't go to my home for the Bali celebration, and I was like, and the worst part is I was doing 75 days hard. So it was my phase where I was not eating sugar. So that Diwali was the first Diwali where I didn't eat any sugar or any mithai or anything. That was worst. Moving on to sixth category, which I miss about India. And you're gonna laugh on this one. I miss every time Shah Rukh Khan's film is getting released. It's like a festival. Especially last two movies, like Pathaan and Jawan, they were like, that was a big celebration. You go to cinema hall and then you see people going crazy and all that stuff. And I love Shah Rukh Khan. When I go and see those pictures on Twitter, I'm like, I'm missing out so much in my life just because I moved here. It's like an experience. I don't think you'll ever get that experience anywhere for anyone in any other country. It's only in India, and you only gonna do this only for Shah Rukh. There are theaters and the film was released there, but people were not going that crazy because the number of Indians is like very less, and also you cannot go completely crazy in different countries. Seventh thing I miss the most, I would say, Sabji Mandi. You don't even realize that you're gonna miss these things before moving to another country. I never thought that I'm gonna miss Sabji Mandi. But once I moved here, I was like, that was something so great in India. Especially when you go to Sabji Mandi, everything is fresh. So when I told my Portuguese family about the Sabji Mandi culture, they say, is this like biological? This dog is gonna bark because now he sensed that I'm sitting here. So they think that this is like the farmer's market. Yes, it is farmer's market. So here the culture is like, if you're buying vegetables from a supermarket or hypermarkets, mostly way cheaper than farmer's market, because farmer's market vegetables, oh god, because farmer's market vegetable is more organic, more biological and very fresh. But in India, it's opposite. If you go to Sabji Mandi, it's way cheaper than supermarket. I remember I used to live in Basant Kunj before I moved here, and there used to be a Friday market. If you go to Friday market, you can literally buy thousands of things in 1,000 rupees. The last thing I miss about India is the housework ladies, like maids. I always lived away from my family, and when I was 17, I moved out from my family's house, my parents' house. I was never a person who's gonna do things by myself. I'm never gonna cook myself like 3 meals a day. I am not that kind of person. I don't have this inbuilt cleaning. There are some people that they can't live in a very, they just want their place to be so managed and disciplined. I'm not that kind of person. If I'm like going somewhere out and I'm trying 3 dresses, I'm gonna take 5 and then throw them all over the place. And then once I'm back, I'm not gonna put them for like 1 week. So that's the kind of person I am. And I always had like house help. Also because it was pretty affordable compared to European countries. I found out that you don't have a lot of options to hire a house help. First, there is not a lot of people who are available for that work. Then there are like a very limited amount of people. It comes with a very expensive payment. Not everyone can afford, and generally even if they have money, they don't get like house help unless they are having a babies or they're getting old or something like that. I moved here and then I had to create this new habit of cleaning every week. Thank God you don't need to clean every day because there is not a lot of dust issues. I started doing my things by myself, cleaning the kitchen and all that stuff. And sometimes when I feel like to have like some Indian food, but I'm too hungry to cook, I kind of miss a house help. apart from that, I am kind of getting used to do my things by myself. This time when I'm gonna go to India, I think my mother is gonna be so happy. I also learned how to help people, because when you start doing, you realize that okay, it's not a very amazing or enjoyable thing to do. So I truly respect my mother now. She has done this for so many years for us. So when you miss these things, when you go through like this process of homesickness, and I'll tell you, I never felt the homesickness before I moved here. Many years I lived alone, but I never felt that kind of homesickness because you have things available there and you have the whole environment which makes you feel homely. Here, yes, there is environment. There are people who are very kind and nice. If you go out and you don't see people abusing each other, and if you don't hear like some judgmental auntie passing and giving like looks to you if you're wearing shorts, it doesn't feel like that you're in India. I'm not saying that these are the good things to feel, it's just the huge difference that you feel. Apart from all these things, I definitely miss my family and friends sometimes, but I'm also very grateful to have a great life here, a great family, great environment, a society which provides me so much of safety as a woman. And I think I already made a video about it, which I got trolled so badly because I was talking facts, and some Indian men, they don't know how to digest the facts. So yeah, before I get emotional, I think I'm gonna close this video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.